Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. Let's talk about the Survivor 50 casting announcement.
Y'all, it is official. We don't even have 49 yet.
I know.
But we're going to talk 50. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/nerdtainment.
All right, you guys, it's been spoiled for a while.
It was leaked, and I saw the leak, and I was like, pardon the phrase, but I was like, this is a Survivor fan's wet dream. This can't be real. And it was real.
So you were already excited
about
it.
This is too good, honestly, when I saw the lineup. Granted, there were some where I'm like, who cares? But like some of these, I think, are on a lot of like super fans' dream lists to see come back. And I think it's really exciting. It's a great list.
Most people are upset, or there's a lot of upset people out there, I should say, that I know everybody's just mad.
Yeah.
There's not enough old school people.
Yeah.
And that's true, right? Yeah. That's fair.
It's fair. I mean, I saw this list and as soon as I was sort of like actually like looking at it with a critical eye and like analyzing the numbers, I'm like, there are 6 people from before season 34.
Yeah.
Those olds don't stand a chance. These new people are going to come together and be like, those people have their opportunity. We are not going to let them win season 50.
I wonder that, or they're going to be like, I don't know who this is, so let's not worry about them.
Well, I do think maybe the people are going to be like, Jenna, who?
Jenna, who?
Who are you?
Yeah. I bet you most viewers don't know who Jenna is.
I don't.
Like, that's old school.
Yeah. I mean, I know Colby. I know Sari. Of course, I know Coach. Like, these are people who have been back multiple times.
David, we got to rewatch the original All-Stars then.
Yeah.
If you don't know Jenna.
Was she on?
Yes.
Oh, she was on All-Stars with Robin and
Yes, yes.
Not on Heroes versus Villains.
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen the first All-Stars all the way through.
Homework for David here,
yes.
Y'all. We got to get him on with that. Yeah. So obviously way too heavy with New Era, but I think I was.
But it's not even
that.
New Era because it's like
30s.
I didn't do the exact breakdown of like 34 to 40 and then, you know, proper New Era on. Like, I don't know what the breakdown of that is.
It's half and half 40 and under 40.
Interesting.
Which is not.
And then 6 really old schoolers.
Percentage wise, that is not.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Okay. It's also crazy that there's 24 people.
That's crazy, y'all. They play for 26 days.
That's got to be like many multiple eliminations.
Yes. That means we are losing more than one person for multiple episodes.
I'm also very curious what the format is going to be. Like, is it going to be some sort of like Winners at War, Extinction Island, kind of like we want to see these people play the entire season? So we're going to find a way to give them an opportunity to win their way back in the game.
How? With 24 people.
I know. It's so many people.
I don't know how they're going to do 24. And if they start with 3 tribes like they love to do, there's like 8 people now, which I actually like. Is fine.
I like that.
I won't complain about an 8-person tribe.
Yeah.
It's the
if they try to do 4 tribes.
Right.
With 6 people each. I don't like those dynamics. It's like too few people.
All right. So here's our list, right? So like I'm pretty sure that second half is 40 and after, and the top half is before New Era.
Rick Devens and Mike were definitely pre-40.
Right.
Rick lost to Chris Underwood, who was like 38 or 39.
Yeah, I think that second row is 30.
You're right.
There's no one from the 20s.
Yeah, you're right.
Apparently,
top row is pre-34.
Yeah.
Second row is all 30s, and then it's New Era.
2 people being saved for 49. I mean, really, do we need 2?
I mean, they really want us to watch 49. They really want us to watch and pay attention to who might be.
And maybe
50.
we're going to love them.
And let me tell you,
we're going to be so happy
when the 49 cast announcement drops.
Yeah.
The only conversation is going to be which 2 of these are going to be on 50.
Which
That's
honestly,
what everybody's going to be analyzing.
It's already spoiled. So since this was correctly spoiled, I have to imagine that is correctly spoiled as well.
Yeah.
David, there is a glaring absence on this list for you.
Reem. There's no Reem.
I'm sorry for your loss.
There is no Reem, and that I will go to my grave being upset about that. The fact, we're going to cast all these people who made it to the final 3. Why? So you already know how they play the game. You don't know how Reem's going to play. Bring someone back who can infuse some life into this game. who can show you something that you've never seen. Okay, producers?
Yeah.
Have some courage
they're
to cast Reem again.
so scared.
Yeah.
No.
They're scared of what she's going to do.
They can't handle
They're scared that she's going to be too good of television.
She would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the lie? But after we say our sadness for Reem, there are people you're excited about. So tell us who you're excited about here.
Okay, let me tell some people that I'm not as familiar with. We already know I don't know Jenna, so I need to do my homework.
Great. Okay.
I know of Stephanie.
Yeah.
I saw her on the first season of Traitors. I don't know, like the thing where he was like the first.
She was on Traitors.
Yeah, she was on season 1. She lost to Suri. But I don't know her Survivor story. This whole thing when she was on a tribe of one. I need to do some homework there as well.
Oh my God. Reminded me of Jeff's announcement on CBS. How dramatic was that?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Jeff leans in to the drama and the spectacle.
He's a Scorpio.
Yeah.
They love the drama. They can't help it. And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I loved that presentation on CBS.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do you know Suri?
Of course. I knew Suri was going to be back. I knew it. You
Suri
can't do it without her.
You could.
No. No, you need her. And if the producers, a lot of people were like, and you included actually, you were like, why are these people coming back?
Right.
If the producers call you and invite you to be on Survivor 50, nobody is saying no. Unless they're like pregnant. That's true. Parvati said no. She's
But you know what? She's launching a book.
She's doing a whole new thing.
She just did Australia versus the World, which is like, so did Suri. Like, take a minute.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can take a break. But no, apparently not.
I think Suri's probably like, the clock is ticking. I'm not going to be able to do this for much longer.
And you know what? She can.
Yeah.
And if she shows up at 75 years old,
I'll
okay
watch.
with it.
Yeah.
Because she's Suri.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say of the old schoolers, I'm most excited Suri is back. I don't know how well she's going to do. Like Suri is one of those you can't predict because she's been on Survivor and she's been out early.
Yep.
Because they're like, it's Suri, hello, we can't trust her. But she has this way about her where people want to work with her. They trust her. She's just got really good instincts and she's
not the biggest threat here.
No.
There are going to be plenty of people that others are eyeing, right? You know Ozzy, you know Coach.
Yeah.
You love Aubrey, right?
Love Aubrey. Love to see like just really strong strategists. Aubrey, Chrissy. I even thought like Tiffany was a great strategist, but kind of found herself in the wrong alliances in the first season. So blown away that they got Mike White to come back for 50. I mean, that man is so busy filming White Lotus, the most popular show on HBO. And here he is.
He loves the show. He said he'd go back if they asked, and they did.
The fact that Angelina was on a short list brings me so much joy. They know that the fans love her.
Here's my theory. Mike White, they obviously want Mike White. They called him, and he said, I will not do it. Not without my girl, Angelina. And Mike White, he can pull that. Jeff has to say, okay.
In the cast announcement, Jeff was like, she loves negotiating with me, and I think she's still waiting on that jacket from Natalie. Like,
pack a jacket, Angelina, let's go.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Christian, of course, one of the most iconic, like Carolyn level character on Survivor.
Christian.
Yeah.
Love.
So happy to see Emily.
So excited to see Emily.
Yes.
So excited.
She went from like so hated and misunderstood by the viewers to so beloved by the time she left that show. Like my pre-cast announcement, you know, I had like a couple different Survivor chats and people were like, if Emily is not on this cast list, we are taking to the streets and burning the city down.
I love that.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Very excited about Emily.
And then actually kind of surprised to see Dee.
Yeah. I mean, in reality, I don't know that we need winners.
Yeah.
Because we only have two.
They did it with Heroes versus Villains, All Stars. Like they do, you know.
They'll throw them in.
Yeah.
But like recent winners, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Dee's a good one to bring back. I think a lot of people argue that Dee's one of the stronger winners of the new era of Survivor.
Era for sure, yeah.
Sure. We'll see how she plays the game this time.
Mm-hmm.
Q is an interesting choice for me. He is chaotic. He is good television. And I don't know what he's going to give this season. I don't know how, because for me, I'm trying to be nice. He did end up on a bad tribe, but like he just, to me, played the game poorly.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's going to make any moves, but I do think he might make it really far.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless he's so chaotic. And because remember, people wanted to work with him last time and they were like, we just can't trust him. He's such a wild card and he's a loose cannon. He says whatever he wants all the time. But I think people are just going to kind of view him as a non-threat because you've got people like Chrissy and Rick and Aubrey and Dee. Like there are so many people, and Sari, like I'm leaving out even the old school people here. Yeah. There are so many people who are going to be higher on the list of threats. So I think Q might just float under the radar for a long time.
Wow.
Charlie's great to come back.
Oh, I'm so excited that Charlie's coming back.
Me too.
I hope he wins.
I want Charlie or Chrissy to win.
Exactly.
Genuinely. Sarah released her video of like, here's my top 5, whatever. And the number one, you were like, there are 2 people who should have won their season. And I'm watching this in my car and I go, Chrissy and Charlie. And then Sarah's like, Chrissy and Charlie.
That's right. You know, Chrissy and Charlie are like, because there's plenty of good people who don't win, right? You can 100%. Say there's plenty of people here that should have won their season.
Yeah.
But Chrissy and Charlie 100% were like almost there.
They were the second place.
And didn't get that vote to win. And I'm still not over it for Chrissy. And so I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's really like both of these people, I felt like they played the best game their season. And I even feel that it was edited that way. And then the jury just received their game in a different way than I did. And they voted Ben and Chrissy's case and Kenzie and Charlie's case. And, you know, you just sort of never know what the jury is going to value in terms of gameplay. But I'm just so happy to see people that I thought were strategic and challenge threats in their season. Like Chrissy and Charlie are just both such well-rounded players. It was interesting to hear Jeff say, like, 10 years later, Chrissy's going to get another chance. Chrissy was already like a mature woman when she was on Survivor the first time. She had kids. She was a mom. Now she's 10 years older. So it's like, is she going to be winning for immunity challenges this time around? I don't know.
Right.
But I'm really hopeful that she can kind of get a foothold in strategically and make some moves because I loved her on her season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Genevieve, great to see her back.
I love Genevieve. She's just one of those people who I adore watching.
Yeah, and you love her confessionals, the way she thinks about the game. That will be interesting to see. Because remember how she, like, her game evolved and we saw her kind of working her head around how she was being received by other players in the game in real time. Like, how is she going to go in this time? And what's her plan going to be?
Right.
I would say one of my critiques is like, I don't need 3 players from 48.
I definitely don't need 3 players. I definitely don't need the winner. Like Kyle, we loved Kyle.
Yeah.
And he won.
You just won.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Go spend that money.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I'm excited that Camilla and Joe, they both were like doing well and didn't quite get there. So I guess you can argue that, but I don't know. Like there are probably old school people that we would have preferred to have there.
You know what? I'm going to change my opinion. I said that I thought all the new people were going to kick those olds out and be like, you had your chance. Bless you. I actually think what might happen is these people in the second row in the 30s might team up with those olds and get this bottom row out.
Seriously.
You 6 people, you were just here. You do not get to win Survivor 50.
100%. At least 5 of them just played.
Yeah.
So yeah, band together and get them out instead of like getting the old people out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I would think of the old people as not a threat.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, I'm new
even
school,
like
blah blah
Colby
blah.
and Ozzy, who were like hunks and like physical beasts back in the day. I don't know what they're doing these days.
I want Ozzy to come in and take Jonathan out, take Joe out. I want him to be like, did y'all forget?
I'm Aquaman.
It's me. I set the records. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be great.
I really thought Elaine.
Oh, really?
The Biscuit was going to be
I love her. I don't know that
I think
she kind of was a little bit of a flare up, flare out for me in terms of like fan memory. Yeah. I love Elaine. I would love to see her back.
I think it was mostly because she was like getting back into exercising on her Instagram.
Oh, sure.
And I was like, oh, getting ready for 50.
Yeah.
And so maybe I just got that in my head, but probably everybody was like working out, getting ready for 50.
Look, there's a lot of people that could have come back. I think like, there's a significant portion of the fan population that's upset that Carolyn's not coming back. I'm not surprised.
I'm not hurt by that because we have seen her on Traders and like.
And the thing is, this is what I said. Some of my friends were like, "Oh no, Carolyn! Like I'm boycotting," and I'm like, "Here's the thing. Carolyn had a breakout season on the Traders, but she played Traders exactly the same way as she played Survivor, and so it's kind of like I don't know that we're going to get anything new in terms of the way she's going to play the game. We've seen it, so that's kind of how I feel about it. I don't love her any less.
No, we still loved her,
but I'm not that devastated to not see her come back because we got a good Carolyn showing on the Traders. Carson, I think, is someone that's like pretty standout in the new era that I could have seen coming back, but didn't.
Yeah.
But there's a long list of people that, you would have wanted to see come back for season 50.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought they were going on and then announced that they weren't and they were sad. Yeah. Jesse was somebody I'd love to. He's another one of those. Jesse, he should have won his season. I would have loved to see Jesse back.
Would have loved to see Dominic back, who lost to Wendell.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him on the challenge, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But yeah, there are plenty, and like Jerry was obviously upset when she got cut last minute.
Well, and it is a thing where Jeff is, and this was covered in like the New York Magazine or something, about how territorial Jeff is over casting. And so when people do other shows, like Dominic doing the challenge, like Carolyn doing Traders, that doesn't sit so well with Jeff.
Yeah.
Because he, I think, rightfully considers Survivor the gold standard. So, okay, if you want to go off and do these other shows, you just might not get invited back to us. Suri is different, because she will always be known for Survivor. Parvati will always be known for Survivor. But some of these newer people, it's like, oh, you're going to turn your back on the show that, made you?
Yeah.
I think there's some pride with that.
They used to have a rule that if you went off and did another show, you were never coming back to Survivor. But one of the events, because I've been to a couple events now where Jeff was talking about Survivor 50, one of the events he said, I've had to, it sounded like his team was like, we're in a different world now.
You are.
And he had to change that rule. Yeah. And he did say, like, I've had to come to terms with, like, if you're going to go off and do Traders, it's still okay for you to come back.
Yeah.
And so I think that he had given them permission to do that. They did get Suri. They did ask for Parvati. She said no. So apparently, but they're going to be very selective if you go off into another show. Yeah. I don't know. Survivor casting is some of the greatest casting. Yeah. So I get where they're coming from, but yeah, we're in a different world now.
Yeah.
They're doing the shows.
I'm very excited though. It's a really good lineup.
Look, if you're a fan of Survivor, yes, you're upset about a few people who aren't on there, but like, aren't you excited about it?
This is an embarrassment of riches of good characters.
Right?
There are at least half of these people deserve a Survivor win. That's a fact.
Fair.
So.
Yeah. So we're excited. Obviously, we're going to be watching 49 first. We will have that cast at some point to talk about, but we will still be talking about 50 from now till probably forever.
I know, truly.
All right. Thank you guys. Make sure you are subscribed, and we will see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.